Hey there everybody, welcome back to the Sketch Show. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm super excited to bring you guys more Marvel Champions content. Today I'm going to be taking Drax the Destroyer up against the new Loki scenario. I'm pretty excited about it. I was listening to Stunned and Confused, and they brought up the idea of doing Sidekick with Drax, and I thought that might be super fun. My first time playing Drax as well, so I may be way out in left field, but, you know, Jesse and Joe haven't let me down before, so I might as well give this game a shot. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I hope you guys are as well. Check out Stunned and Confused. They're a super awesome podcast, and let's head on down to the table and check this gameplay out. All right, everybody, welcome down to the table. Here we are. Mr. Oscar's hanging out with us. We've got all of this stuff set up in a crazy way. I think I'm going to do 15 here. We know we're going to get one of these Lokis. There's a lot that needs to happen to get things going. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm nervous as well. It is a 50 card deck, so Joe and Jesse, please forgive me. I did not use your paint by number deck. I've kind of designed things of my own, and we'll see if it works out for me. So, all right, here we go. All right, Oscar, thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to have to move you out of the way so we can get things set up and going. In fact, you're going to just hang out there for now. All right. Worlds Collide, set up. Create a separate game area for each player group. Each group follows the instructions of Mischief and Mayhem 1A. All right. Set up. After resolving Worlds Collide A, do the following. Put a random Loki villain into play. Set each other Avatar Loki villain and the Shatter Illusion card aside. Alright. So we're just going to re-roll. We got a D8 here, so we'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the way, guys, this is your reminder that if you wouldn't mind helping me out, hitting that like button, that helps me super much out as well, leaving a comment, or if you guys wouldn't mind maybe subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, trying to reach 300 subscribers. Alright, let's see what we get. We got 8, so we're going to duel with Loki the Wretch. He's going to be our challenge for today. I think there's a lot of different things that happen along the way, but he's going to come up here. He's got 15 health points. We'll just put it to the side here for now. I'm going to have to find a way to make this work because there's a lot of things that come up onto this table, and it's already crowding me a little bit. So, okay. Next, in standard mode, set the intense focus attachment aside. In extra mode, attach it to the avatar in play. Alright. Permanents. The avatar of Loki gets +2 hit points and gains steady. Awesome. So you can't be confused or stunned easily. When revealed in standard mode, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and the top 5 cards of the player deck. Okay. So essentially, he's just got +1/+1 and +2 hit points. So we'll put it underneath him for now. There might be something that causes it to flip later, but for now it is not. So we'll take this off here. He's got 17 hit points. I have not faced him at all, so maybe walking into a mess trying to do him an expert right away. But okay. If I get 2 of the things here, I lose the game. Force interrupt. When the scheme would be completed, remove all threat from here and place 1 threat on Worlds Collide instead. When an identity would be defeated, change identity's form to alter ego. And its hit points down to 1 and place 1 threat on Worlds Collide instead. Okay. So, we've got a lot of ways that we can place threat up here, so we essentially got to try not to die. Okay. The question comes down to that force interrupt. I know Drax has got a card in here that keeps him from dying. So I'm assuming that his card kicks off before this one. So we will find out. Okay, let's drop to our hand size. There's a lot less setup than I thought it was going to be. Side by side. Suit up. 3, oh, Kid Omega. 4, Fight Me Coward. 5, The Power of Leadership. And 6, Too Stubborn to Die. That's the card I was talking about. Yeah, so Hero Interrupt, when Drax would be defeated. So I think they both kick off at the same time. I would make this one go before that one, just so that I can get this card to kick itself off. But it gets removed from the game. So once this is gone, this is gone. Okay. Fight me, coward. Ready your hero and draw one card. The villain attacks you. Cool. Alright, we're going to do, for sure, keep a suit up. I never played Kid Omega, and I feel like, alright. It never hurts to have the power of leadership to play that, so I really want to hold on to Too Stubborn to Die. Let's see how dumb we are. We're going to go and toss off 4 of these cards and draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Did I shuffle good? I don't know. But here we are, so let's get started. We're going to go ahead and since we're an alter ego, we'll spin the power of leadership to play Suit Up. Search your deck and discard power for an ally and an upgrade that can be attached to that ally and add them to your hand. So we're going to find Mantis. And we're going to find Sidekicked. Sidekick. Of course, then it suggests we shuffle our deck, so. Essentially, Mantis is there to keep Drax alive. There's no threat on the main scheme. I wonder if I should have held on to that Fight Me Coward so I could have gotten a Vengeance counter right off the bat. Here we are. Okay. See if it goes away. These cards go into our hand. Man, I really would like to get the command team on the table. I won't be able to play the other 2 cards if I do that. And we really want to get that engine running. So we'll go ahead and... What are we going to do here? I think we'll hold on to the power of leadership. We'll spend both the command teams to get Mantis on the table. We'll spin the reinforced suit. That sounds silly. We'll spin the power of leadership to get Sidekicked on the table onto Mantis here. Alright. Which gets her up to 5 health points. And is my Sidekick. Awesome. After you make a basic recovery, heal 2 damage from the attached ally. Great. Already off to a good start, and then I think I'll put the reinforced suit on her when I get a chance. So we will flip up here. If it's against you, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the treachery was discarded this way, Loki the Wretch gets +1. Oh man. Okay. The activation would be when this villain will be defeated, place 5 shatter counters here and flip this card instead. Okay. Alright. We're just learning a lot of different things along the way. Drax gets +1 attack for each vengeance counter that's on him. He's got no vengeance counters on him right now. Mantis is going to have a ready, and so will Drax. So Drax... I guess we'll just attack for 1. On Loki the Wretch here. And we'll go from there. So that seems like my turn. We're going to ready back up. I draw up to a hand size of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Very interesting hand. Okay. Threat's going to go up by 1. Loki is going to come in for an attack. He's swinging for 2 plus a boost. I think I'm going to take the hit for now. So after a villain attacks, Drax places 1 vengeance counter here. So, when Loki would attack, you discard the top card. If it is a treachery, he gets some extra stuff. It is an obligation. So his boost is 2, 3, 4. Alright. So I take 4 points of damage. And we start getting our vengeance counters out there. Alright. Encounter card is Exhaustion. Exhaust your identity card, of course. And it has Surge. Great. Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded. Reveal the side scheme. Alright. I don't know if I shuffled that deck very well. Okay, here's a side scheme. When defeated, place 3 shatter counters on Avatar of Loki, a villain. Choose a group of in your pod, then place 1 synergy counter on the. Alright. Gotta read that all again. Hold on. When defeated, place 3 shatter counters on Avatar of Loki, villain. Choose a group in your pod, then place 1 synergy counter on their famed retreat environment. Feign retreat. When identity would take any amount of damage, remove 1 synergy counter here to prevent 4 of that damage. That's pretty cool. That's actually really, really cool. Okay. So, can we really deal with the threat this turn? That is a good question. We're going to play Fight Me Coward. We'll ready our hero. Draw a card. Major Victory. Loki the Wretch is going to attack. So when Wretch activates against you, discard the top card. It is a treachery. He's going to swing for 2, 3, 4. If this treachery gains overcare. Alright, so I take 4 points of damage here. I guess I could have had Mantis defend for me, but it feels like a waste. So Mantis will go ahead and exhaust to heal 3 damage from an identity. It'll be Drax. Get him back up to 9. Drax will... Oh, he's also got 2 vengeance counters on him now, which is exciting. Oh, and if I can't, he draws a card. That is interesting, too. Okay. And he'll go ahead and attack Loki the Wretch for 3. I'd like to deal with this, but I don't think I can. Not currently, anyways. And that did exhaust Drax there. I want to get the front organization down. You never know what's going to happen. And then Reinforced Suit will be nice to hold on to for now. We're going to spin the Genius to get Major Victory onto the table. Major victory is defeated. Choose a friendly guardian character. Ready that character. All right. A major victory will just attack for 1 or clear 1 threat. This just feels like you're not doing much there, Major, but we'll clear 1 threat here. He's got 1 health point. We know this will go up to 2. We've got the reinforced suit in our hands. I don't think there's anything else we can do this turn. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. It is the villain's turn. Can't do much right now. Loki the Wretch is going to put 2 threat on the main scheme. He's then going to attack. Do I have anybody defend? If I defend with major victory, the point of his card becomes useless. So, I can try to attack twice with Drax or defend now and then get ready back up by major victories doing an action next turn. I think I'll just go ahead and take the hits. He's not been hitting for too much. Is it a treachery? It's not. It's a minion. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. Of course, that's my life. Get down to 4 health points. And 3 vengeance counters. Counter card is wrapped in chains. Attach your identity. Attach your identity cannot ready. When revealed, exhaust your identity. Okay? Hero action. Spend 2 resources of the same type. Discard this card. Place 1 shatter counter on Avatar Loki. Wow. Okay. That is an annoying card. But it is my turn, so I guess I need to spend 2 resources of the same type. I don't really want to get rid of reinforced suits, but I think I have to. So we're going to get rid of both the reinforced suits. Discard this card. Yep. And place 1 shatter counter on Loki. Avatar Loki. Alright. Means we'll spend them make the call to get Unshakable onto the table, which we'll just place right down here. Really easy to know what that card is and what it does. So, that's exciting news. Going to have to pop Mantis again to heal for 3. Major victory will clear a threat and ready Drax. Do I want to ready Drax or do I want to ready Mantis? I think I want to ready Drax. The Drax can attack for 4 against Loki. Okay. Not doing too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've never used Nowhere before. And then, of course, First Aid would be nice to get Mantis healed back up as well. So I'm not worried about her dying on me. There it goes up to 3. He's going to attack, so we see it's not a treachery. So he's swinging for 2, 3, 4. Down to 3. I should choose. I didn't even think to choose to defend. Okay. I can't get a vengeance counter, so I draw a card. Squirrel Girl. Good times. Okay. Next, we will get an encounter card, which is Memories of the Afterlife, of another life. Flip to alter ego form. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose, exhaust your alter ego. Remove memories from an afterlife from the game. You are stunned. If you are already stunned, this card gains surge. Discard this obligation. All right. Well, I'm just going to discard this. Get the stun on my unshakable there, and we'll move on. So I got actually pretty lucky with that. Not a big deal. That's it. Cool. Got these awesome cards here. I am tempted. I know I can play Limitless Stamina, which is going to be nice because I can now swing for essentially 8 damage this turn. I'd like to do that. And playing First Aid feels smart too. So I think I'll hold on to Hawkeye or Squirrel Girl. Hawkeye probably. We'll spend Squirrel Girl, play First Aid to heal 2 damage from Mantis. We'll then use her special ability to heal me for 3. We'll spend no... we won't do that just yet. Drax will attack for 4. Wish I could attack for 5. I wish I could also remove more threats, but that is not what we do here, I guess. Been nowhere to play Limitless Stamina to ready my identity. We'll attack for another 4. Okay. He's new with Hawkeye in my hand. Bummer that I did not kill the Loki there, but that is okay. Threat's going to become a problem here soon. Gotta contend with that somehow. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we've got a, what is this? Intimidation. Remove X threat from the scheme where X is equal to your attack. Oh, that's good. So I can at least remove 4 threat from somewhere. Which maybe we have Mantis help us with that. So maybe we defend this turn. When you take any amount of damage, prevent X of that damage where X is equal to your to double your attack. Oh, score. Okay. Already up. Threat goes up to 5. Loki's going to come in for an attack. He's swinging for 1, 2. It is not a treachery. 3. Okay. He's going to swing for 3. I'm going to go ahead and play parry. When you take the amount of damage, prevent X of that damage where X is equal to double your attack, which is 8. So I took no damage. I will draw because of after the villain attacks you. I mean, that makes sense because I bet I can play Payback. I drew into Payback, so I'm going to go ahead and play it now because he just finished attacking me. After the villain attacks you, deal X damage to the villain where X is equal to your attack. So that'll get him down to 0. He's going to get 5 of these shatter counters and flip this card instead. Shatter the Illusion. See this set aside, Shatter the Illusion card. Shatter the Illusion. When a fading fragment is revealed, follow these steps to shatter Loki's illusion. Remove each shatter counter from the fading fragment and deal damage to Loki, God of Lies, equal to the number of shatter counters removed this way. So he gets 6. He's down to 14 health here. Swap the fading fragment and play with a random set-aside villain. Avatar Loki's side face up. Then set the hit point dial of the Avatar Loki villain to its printed hit point value. That's permanent. Okay. Awesome. Number of players. So cool. So that so this will get set aside, right? Is what it says. That face up. So this one still gets set aside. It's going to swap with a random one. And when it gets set aside, choose a group in your pod. Then place synergy counters equal to their place synergy counters. It's feigned retreat. Okay. So there's one feigned retreat counter there, which will prevent 4 damage. Awesome. Cool to draw into payback. Wish I could have used it later, but I think that was a great way to use it. So here we are. And then we gotta get one of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shoot. 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We got the Rascal. After you resolve a boost card during the Rascal's activation, if the card is a treachery, either spend it on yourself as a face-down counter card, or spend 1 resource of any type. Oh, geez. Okay. So I can choose to take it or not. All right. And then I get a face-down encounter card. Fun. All right. That is that. It is encounter card turn, so we get a second encounter card as well. Here's our first one. Door Between Worlds. Oh boy. Okay, we have to contend with this one first. It's 7 per pod, I think. Any player in your pod. Let's see. Each. Okay. Player in your pod can thwart Door Between Worlds as if it were in their game area. When defeated, each group in your pod places 3 shatter counters on the Avatar Loki. Okay. Jeez, I'm going to have to deal with that. And Love Triangle. Attached to an ally you control. Attached ally can't attack the villain or defend against the villain's attacks. Exhaust attached ally to spend a mental resource to discard this card. Okay. That's nice. Mantis is not worried too much about that. She will just keep healing Drax here. So. Couldn't have gotten a better card for that. Okay. Goodness. All right. So this should be at 7. I don't know why I have it at that. To be able to remove threat from here, I have to clear that out. I'm going to have to get one of these two gone this turn. So it's going to be this guy. Yeah, because I can do exactly 6. So we'll play Hawkeye. We use Hawkeye or Groot? Hawkeye to play Intimidation. Remove X threat from a scheme where X is equal to your attack. This will get down to 2. Then Mantis will thwart for 2. Now makes me wish I had brought Comlink, but here we are. She'll clear that. Place 3 shatter counters on the avatar of Loki villain. Choose a group in your pod. Then place 1 synergy counter on their framed environment. But my framed retreat. But my framed retreat's already got 1 on it, so I cannot use that for that. So all right. So we got a grouped in my hands. Drax will go ahead and attack for 4. Against this Loki here. I would like to get Mantis healed back up some more and some other options as well. So we hold on to Groot. I think we'll hold on to Groot. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a side-by-side. That is nice. And a knife leap. Oh, sweet. That's basically a free card, too. Awesome. Side-by-side. Oh, man. Okay. Threat goes up by 2. We are at 7. I may have this pop 1 time. There's nothing I can really do to control it right now. This jerk is going to attack me. So now it's a little bit different. So it's not like before. So he's going to attack for 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and use Feign Retreat, take no damage, and I'll draw a card. Okay. After you resolve a boost card during Loki the Rascal's activation, if this card is a treachery, either deal yourself as a face down encounter card, or spend 1 resource of any type. It was a treachery. So I can either take it as a face down encounter card or spend 1 resource of any type. I need all my resources. So guess we're going to take it to the face here as an encounter card. We get an encounter card. We know we're getting attacked. No, it's going to be a mad cycle if we do that. We're not going to do that. We'll spend a resource. Unfortunately, we'll have to spend Groot, I think. What is our actual encounter card? It is Zax. Retaliate 1, Victory 1. When revealed, discard the top 4 cards of your deck for each printed lightning resource. Discarded this way, take 1 indirect damage. So we have Fist. 1. 2. 2 indirect damage. Jeez. Thank you, Zax. Okay, he's at 6 health points. But he becomes an ally. I think is helpful. Yeah, he's not too bad, actually. So, we may try to kill him to get him on our team. Actually, we absolutely will kill him to get on our team. So, the question then becomes, how do we want to do this? Oh, we still have the 2 indirect damage we need to contend with as well. Don't really want to give it to Mantis. I can give 1 to Mantis and 1 to myself. I'm already swinging for 4. Plus the knife leap would be... Oh, the attack's getting overkill and piercing. Okay. Even better. That's the case. Plus we have first aid here. So, first things first, we're going to spend energy. Oh, ready? Ready your sidekick, ready your hero, and choose 1. Don't really want to contend with retaliate from Zax. So what we're going to do... Mantis is going to heal us for 3. We need the health. We got to keep Mantis alive. And there's no way for me to play first aid right this very second. So I will be able to play first aid here soon. So, Drax will attack Loki for 4. We're at 13, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We will then use our energy to play side by side. Ready our sidekick and Drax. Give them both +1 thwart and +1 attack. The Drax is now at 5. We'll then play Knife Leap. When you make a basic attack, you get +5 for that basic attack, and that attack gains overkill and piercing. So we're going to do 5, 10. Zax here. When we kill him, and we'll do the overkill damage here for 4. Which is great. It's got a victory, so he's going to go out of here. But when defeated, the player who defeated this minion puts the set-aside Zack's ally into play under their control. He is super helpful, in my opinion. By the way, I love how the knife leap was great because it reduced the cost to pay it for by 1 bait for each vengeance counter on Drax. I had all 3, so it cost me 0, and it was a fantastic card. So Zax comes into play. He is super excited to be here. After Zax enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a lightning resource and add it to your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, payback is going to come into our hand. We'll shuffle the rest of these cards. I should have gotten an extra encounter card from this thing, so let's go ahead and do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Which is Puppet Master. Okay, well that's annoying, so that's got 2 threat on it. It's on 3, because we're an expert. Allies cannot thwart this scheme or defend against the villain's attacks. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm going to have to remove the threat with Drax somehow, but whatever. We spend the payback to give 2 health to Mantis with first aid. She'll clear 3 threat, and I can't clear 3 threat from here, right? Alright, so it's 3 here. And then Zax will also clear 3 threat from here. We're at 1 threat left on this guy. Alright. That's everything there. Let's ready up and draw to our hand size. I have no idea how I'm going to get that cleared. Unless I get Intimidation again. One, 2, 3, 4. We got a limitless stamina, which is nice. DIY Theft Mastery. After Drax makes a basic attack, draw a card. That is really cool. And we got a Rocket Raccoon, of course. So, okay. First things first. This pops. When the scheme would be completed, remove all threat from here and place 1 threat on Worlds Collide instead. Alright. So, that's good news for us. And then we're going to get 3 encounter cards this turn. This is going to be brutal. Alright. Loki the Rascal is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm not going to defend because of reasons. So 2, 3, 4, and it is a treachery. We'll draw a card. Maria Hill. Alright. Let's see what happens if I get that. If I keep the treachery, I swap the Avatar Loki, the random set aside Avatar Loki. Then if the Loki Knave, the Miscreant plays, he schemes, or the other one, he attacks you. We want to be Rascal, so it'd be between the Knave and the Miscreant. So I'd have to hope that it was the Knave. But really, it's just schemes that I have to worry about here. So hold on to it. He's still got 3 shatter counters on him. We get 1, 2, 3 encounter cards. So we know what this is. We'll have to choose between these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We hope that it's not. We hope that it's an odd number. A 4 though. So the Miscreant comes in, or Miscreant comes into play. I think the health stays the same. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see what the booklet says when they make a swap. When a card effect instructs a player to swap an Avatar Loki with a random set aside Avatar Loki, they should replace Avatar Loki villain and play with one that on the other set aside version of the Avatar Loki villain. This does not mean that the Avatar Loki villain to leave play, interplay, or be revealed. Sustained damage, attachments, status cards, counters, and tokens on the Avatar Loki should be transferred to the new version of the Avatar Loki villain that was swapped in. The Avatar Loki villain that was swapped out should be set aside with the other remaining set aside versions of the villain. Okay, cool. So it stays the same, which is good news. But he does scheme for 3 plus a boost. Nice. Okay. 3 and 1 on Pursued by the Past. Alright. Lofty goals. When defeated, plus 2 shattered counters on the villain. It's 5 threat here. Alright. Alright. Drugar Buddy. Guard. When defeated, the defeating player discards the top card of the encounter deck. If that card is a treachery, deal Drugar Buddy to that player as a face-down encounter card. Cool. Alright. Under Fire. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck. And Surge. So, Dark Arts. In Expert Mode, this card gains Insight 1. So this goes up to 4. Revealed. Search the encounter discard pile for a minion and reveal it. Otherwise, place 3 threat on the main scheme. Counter deck for a minion and reveal it. Okay. I still have one more because of the stupid search, so I can do another Durgar Buddy. Do Whirlwind, who was not helpful last time I used him. Absorbing Man. Man, there's lots of fun creatures and things in here. Down is a lot of work. Whirlwind actually isn't too bad with all the different side schemes I have out. He could attack for 3 if I get him. So let's go ahead and get Whirlwind out. And we get one last Surge card. Aurora Stasis. When revealed, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. If Treachery was discarded this way, exhaust your identity. Oh gosh, okay. Got so much crap on the table right now, this is not even funny. Not a Treachery. And a Treachery. Awesome. So Drax is exhausted. Good. I think I have a limitless stamina in here, so that's not a terrible thing. Wow. Alright. It is finally my turn, though. Jeez Louise, that was a bad turn of events. Do I want Maria Hill on the table? She's going to draw me a card. She can thwart for 2. Might be helpful somewhere. Kind of want Rocket on the table right now. I want to be able to play Rocket and Limitless Stamina. All my doubles in my discard pile. One, 2. I think they are. 3. Alright. All 3 of them are in my discard pile, so to try to draw into what I need to get Rocket on the table and play Limitless Stamina is not going to work out in my favor. Because the reason I want Rocket on the table is because I know he could easily help me take out Whirlwind. The only other way I see that being a possibility we're going to spin Suit Up to play DIY Theft Mastery. Then Maria Hill to play Limitless Stamina. Which readies Drax. Drax will attack Whirlwind for 4. Give him down to 2. After Drax makes a basic attack, draw a card. Drax's other knife. Okay. Well, in hero form, Drax gains Retaliate 1. I feel like I'm in trouble here. I was really hoping for like another Limitless Stamina to come into play. And then maybe all be in my discard pile too. Or side by side. I'm having fun, right? Like, this is a good game. I don't think I'm going to win. If I lose, I think that's still okay. But yeah, all 3 of my limitless staminas are in my discard pile. I got a bloody knife in my hand. Oh, and I didn't see that he had quick strike, so he teched me for 1. Jeez. And then indirect damage. For each. That's gameplay, which I don't think that one was out. Those 3 were, so. One, 2, 3. Okay. This stinks. I would have been in the same boat if I had Rocket attack him. We're going to heal for 3. We're going to get rid of this with Zax. Each group in your pod places 3 shatter counters on Avatar Loki villain. And 1 synergy counter on one of their synergy environments. Alright, 6. Oh, so this one gets me 2 resources. This one gets me additional thwart. Then prevents 4 damage. Additional 4 damage on an attack. Well, if we're going to be doing that, then. Would I have done things differently? Because I could have not healed, but then I would still be at 1 health point. Which I could flip down, and I don't think I would survive that. I stay up. I don't really have a chance because this nonsense here. I can't defend against their attacks. Now I could have. Yeah, man, there's lots of good big choices here. Because I'm thinking about getting Rocket out. Then getting Rocket out and having him take out Whirlwind. Who then in turn will attack the Durgar buddy. May help us out. So we'll do that. We'll put the thing here and then we'll pop it to get 2 resources. Spin Drax's other knife to get Rocket Raccoon onto the table. He's going to attack for 4 against Whirlwind. And that does 2 damage to this Loki here. And we get Whirlwind as an ally. Who will attack the Durgar for 3, removing 1 threat from each side scheme. Discards the top card of the encounter deck. There's a treachery. It's not. Awesome. Now we have some things happening here. Using chance to remove some threat next turn, as well as some other big things happening. So we will be okay. Ready up? One, 2, 3, 4. We got a Noble Sacrifice. That's super nice. CTT, 2 Noble Sacrifices, and a Limitless Stamina. I thought both Limitless Staminas were in the discard pile. Okay, I guess not. That is exciting news. So we'll probably Noble Sacrifice somebody. Probably Whirlwind here. These 4. And we'll go from there. So we've just got to survive this round. Okay. Threat goes up by 2 to 6. Ooh. Oh, man. If I get one more shatter counter on that Loki, I think we would set the game here. He would be down to 1 health point. So, all right. So, anyways, we got there. We're here with a problem. He's gonna attack me. I will defend for 2. Attacking for 3. Ugh. He's got a special thing. After you resolve a treachery, place 1 threat on the main scheme and place 1 threat on each side scheme. I don't know if I missed that earlier. I apologize. 3, 4, 5. I take 3 points of damage. Be down to 1. Encounter cards, we get 2. And he gets an acceleration token. This game's getting pretty close. Feeling pretty good about it. He attacked me, so I do get to draw a card as well. Drax's knife. Alright. Dark Arts. Search the encounter deck. Oh, search the discard pile for a minion and reveal it. Otherwise, place 3 threat on the main scheme. Dang. And that pops the main scheme. Darn it. Okay. So we know we lose that, which is fine. Would have else we also got an Evil Alliance, and then that would have brought out our Nemesis too, which would have been a big handful to deal with too. So does he have Quick Strike when he comes in? And his Guard and Retaliate 1 though. So he's just annoying. He just hits for big. Cool. Each enemy gets plus to attack though. He actually swing for 5. Ugh. Alright. Plus we have to deal with the treacheries here. That his ability with treacheries, so overall we have lost. I had a lot of fun though. I know I lost. I think Loki, I'm going to have to come back and face him again. Because I learned a lot playing him. He's definitely difficult. Of course, I'm playing him an expert, where I've seen other people maybe playing him a standard. I'm not sure. Making the right choices, too, and the right call. On top of that, playing Drax the first time probably wasn't a wise choice. Drax himself and this Sidekick, though, build, I wasn't ever worried about dying. In fact, I still lived on 1 health. Is there things I maybe would have taken out of the deck? Probably a few things that just kind of slowed me down a little bit. I mean, these are my last 2 cards here. This is Intimidation and Knife Leap, which are great cards. I wish I had gotten the Noble Sacrifices earlier. That would have been helpful. And Limitless Stamina was fantastic. Is there anything else I would take out? I like the First Aids as well. Like Maria Hill, I probably wouldn't have kept. And Quentin, Quire, Hawkeye. There's probably several allies I probably should have pulled out of the deck, which is okay. Squirrel Girl. Major Victory was a huge help. Reinforced Suits were nice. Command Teams probably don't need to be on the table. I can probably get rid of those pretty easily. So, was this the most effective way to play Drax? I don't know. Do I think Drax is a lot more fun than I thought he was going to be? Absolutely. Especially with the Sidekick and getting Mantis to do her job. This was pretty great. I'm not disappointed that I lost. I could see it coming when I got a lot of things I couldn't handle. He needs someone else out here being able to take care of the thwart. I think that was the biggest problem I ran into, is I had a lot of other allies that could maybe do some big attacks, but I don't have any allies in here that are swinging for big thwart removal. So I need to look for some of those here in the future. I probably could have gotten Maria Hill on the table. She would have helped with that. And then I know I made a mistake as well with this Loki here that had some special things that go on for him. But there's so much happening on the table for me. Yeah, that was it. Maria Hill was the only other one, me, Quentin Quire. But at the time that I had him, which is Kid Omega, at the time that I had him, I didn't need him. That's when it happens. He always comes out when I don't need him, and then when I'm like, I could use his help right now, he just decides not to show up. And so, should I have attacked Loki last turn, or focused on removing threat somewhere? Probably. The only problem is, like, this Puppet Master, allies can't remove threat, and Drax doesn't have a lot of authority. So, wish I could have had some more thwart in his kit to remove that. And that probably would have been less of a problem. And I bet in a larger group that would have been less of a problem too. And if I hadn't drawn into it, I think it would have made a huge difference in the game. That's the beauty of this game, is you never know what you're going to draw into. Overall, I had a good time with this deck. I would play this again. I would probably make the small changes that I talked about and go from there. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Y'all are incredible. My name is Jason Sketch. And next time, I'll be daily serious next time. Let me know what you guys thought. Peace.